they say came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started.
Lauren London. Okay, so I'm not surprised that her name has entered the chat as far as potential witnesses. Her and Cassie were really, really good friends. What I did not know, I guess my ear just ain't that close to the streets, yeah. But what I did not know is that after Nipsey passed, that Diddy paid for...
Lauren. No, I'm saying Lauren. Lauren introduced me to Puff. I mean, I knew Puff, but it was more of a personal relationship after, we was at Cassie's birthday. So Lauren London's name just popped up in Diddy's jewelry selection. And now everyone's buzzing. What does she really have to do with this explosive federal case? See, Lauren used to be tight with both Diddy and Cassie. But even after that hotel hallway video came out showing Diddy putting hands on Cassie, Lauren stayed quiet. She didn't speak out, didn't defend Cassie, nothing. And that silence, it's got folks talking. But that's just where the drama starts. 4 years now, there have been whispers in the streets, rumors that Diddy might have had something to do with Nipsey Hussle's tragic death. And here's the twist. Some people been eyeing Lauren sideways, saying she may have been used as a honeypot to get close to Nipsey and keep tabs on him for Diddy. Sounds crazy maybe, but these rumors have been spinning around in the background for years online, behind the scenes in the industry. And now that Lauren's name is showing up in court documents during Diddy's trial, all those quiet whispers are turning into full-blown debates. To make things even more tense, new reports claim that Nip's brother, Blacc Sam, has allegedly taken a big step back from Lauren. Why? Because of these shady accusations linking her to Diddy. Now, if you know anything about Sam, you know he's been going hard to protect Nippy's legacy from day one. So, if he's pulling away, that says a lot. Clearly, there's way more going on behind closed doors than anyone's letting on. So let's get into it. What kind of conversations really went down between Lauren and Diddy as Diddy's high-stakes trial officially gets underway? Both the prosecution and the defense are combing through a list of over 100 possible jurors trying to find people who won't be swayed by all the chaos surrounding the case. Jury selection kicked off on Monday, May 5th. And let's just say it got real fast. One big part of the process, showing jurors a long list of names tied to the case and asking if any of them sounded familiar. That list had around 190 names on it. Almost all big-name celebrities, artists, and insiders. And one name that immediately had people doing a double take was Lauren London. Her name standing out wasn't some random coincidence. For a while now, quiet talk's been going around that Lauren might be way more involved with Diddy's inner circle than most folks ever knew. And we're not just talking red carpet events or bumping into each other at music award shows. Insiders are claiming she had deep connections. Like she might have actually had a role in some of the behind-the-scenes moves Diddy was making.
Okay, you have to tell me. You're just telling me this now.
I know, yeah.
Please share, please share. Why?
I have a friend.
Why were you there, and what did you learn?
I learned that no one really dies, and that, it's just an experience in the physical form, and we're attached to our personalities, but that we're just souls, and that we continue and continue and continue. And if you have a spiritual relationship with someone on earth, you will have one with them when you leave earth. So I did this 2-day seminar on death. So.
And this was how long ago?
I had to be 25.
What sent you there? Do you find that weird though?
I'm weird.
No, it's not weird that you would go. It's almost like you were preparing yourself for what you would have to deal with.
Well, I told you I didn't have connection to Earth at a young age.
I know, but you don't find that as you were preparing yourself for what you were going to have to do.
Now, when Nipsey Hussle was tragically taken from us in 2019, those quiet rumors turned up a notch. People started putting pieces together, pointing out that it was Lauren who allegedly introduced Nippy to Diddy. That's not a small connection. Not long after that intro, Diddy stepped in as executive producer on Nippy's Victory Lap album, which raised more than a few eyebrows. But here's the kicker. Victory Lap was basically done by then. It wasn't like Diddy was there from the start. Nippy himself had hinted that he only wanted some feedback from Diddy, maybe some input on the final sound. But somehow Diddy convinced him there was more work to be done, more changes to make. That whole situation with Lauren being so close to Diddy.
No, I'm saying Lauren introduced me to Puff.
Oh, got you.
I mean, I knew Puff, but it was more of a personal relationship after, we was at Cassie's birthday.
It's one of the many details that's had people raising their eyebrows for years. And now the whispers are turning into fool drama. Sources are now saying that this long-running connection between Diddy and Lauren might have been the real reason why Nip's brother, Blacc Sam, allegedly started distancing himself from her.
Really?
Puff pulled me aside and was like, look, bud, you have showed everybody what it looks like to hold a man down and to love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility. I hope he doesn't mind me.
That's no small thing. What makes it even messier? After Nippy's passing, it wasn't Lauren who was given control of his legacy. It was Sam. He was officially put in charge of managing Nippy's estate. That meant Sam was the one making all the major decisions about Nippy's money, his assets, and how his kids would be financially taken care of moving forward.
And like Nip had no ego. So you know what I'm saying? Like Nip came to me and said, I want you to mentor me, I want to get into real estate, I want you to teach me all your, like your business secrets, you know what I'm saying? I was like, whenever you got questions, pull up.
Now, according to court docs shared by Radar Online in January 2022, Sam actually went to a judge in Los Angeles asking for more time to handle some unfinished business tied to the estate, and the court granted it, giving him the space to sort everything out. Fast forward to November 2023, and the court finally ruled on how to split Nip's $11.3 million estate. The decision, it was divided equally between his two children, his son Cross and his daughter Imani. But here's where the split gets even more interesting. Lauren was given control over Cross's share, which includes pieces of Nippy's bank accounts and a 50% stake in his business ventures, including the iconic Marathon clothing brand. Meanwhile, Sam was granted legal guardianship over Imani and was given control of her half of the estate. So, even though Lauren and Sam are tied together through Nip's kids, it's clear the trust and maybe even the relationship has major cracks in it. The court handed Blacc Sam guardianship over Imani because her mother, Tanisha Foster, was legally ruled unfit to care for her. That decision gave Sam a lot of responsibility, not just financially but emotionally too. And back in March 2023, Sam dropped another major move. He revealed that both Cross and Imani were officially made part owners of the Marathon store. That wasn't just a business play. It was about legacy. Sam said straight up, "When I say we own it, it's in Hussle's kids' names." He made it clear this was something Nippy fought for, built from the ground up, and he wanted the kids to know the power of ownership. This wasn't just about selling merch. It was about planting roots, building something real they could hold on to. Sam also mentioned how having an actual brick-and-mortar store backed up everything Nippy stood for. Ownership, community, and generational wealth.
Understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot, and had a conversation. Probably seen nobody was in the doorways. Checked Hussle had on shorts. Checked everybody else. Left. They say came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when it come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into it.
Now, when it comes to Lauren, Sam has always kept it respectful in public. He's never thrown shade or spoken badly about her, which makes sense. She's the mother of Nippy's child, and no one wants to spark unnecessary drama. But behind closed doors, it's a whole different vibe. Sources close to Sam say he and Lauren never really saw eye to eye. And things reportedly got even more tense once Sam started learning just how close Lauren had been with Diddy. Now rewind it all the way back to March 31, 2019. The day Nippy was tragically taken out right in front of his own Marathon store in South LA. The entire hip-hop world was stunned. Didn't make sense. Why would someone who gave so much to his community be targeted like that? That's when all kinds of theories started flying. Insiders and industry whistleblowers began connecting dots trying to explain the unexplainable. One of the loudest voices, Jaguar Wright. She didn't hold back. She flat out suggested that Nippy's death might have been part of a bigger industry setup. Jaguar Wright didn't hold back at all. She went straight for the jugular with her claims. She said Lauren London wasn't with Nippy just out of love, but that the whole relationship was allegedly part of a bigger scheme. One masterminded by Diddy and the shadowy power players he supposedly answered.
You know, my brother is putting out the album Victory Lap. Yeah. The All-Star Weekend here in LA. Yeah. The love is back in the air. Yeah. All that. The music.
According to Jaguar, Lauren was placed in Nip's life on purpose to keep tabs on him, watch his every move and report back. Basically, she was acting like an undercover plant in his own circle. And Jaguar didn't stop there.
Biggest rapper at the time, everything's great. By the way, isn't she? Lauren is the one that introduced Nip. Diddy.
She threw in another bombshell, bringing up the highly controversial situation around Dr. Sebi. Now, for those who don't know, Dr. Sebi was an herbalist who claimed he had natural cures for deadly diseases like AIDS and cancer. His work had a lot of supporters but also a lot of enemies. Many people believed that Sebi was silenced because of what he knew and what he was teaching. So why does that matter? Because Nippy was working on a documentary about Dr. Sebi. He wanted to shine a light on the man's life and message, and that's when things started to get extra suspicious. Jaguar claims that once Diddy stepped in as Nip's so-called mentor while he was finishing up Victory Lap, it wasn't just about music. She says Diddy was really there to control the narrative, to steer Nippy away from dangerous territory and keep the industry from being exposed. Some folks now believe Diddy intentionally slowed down the album's release, trying to stretch it out. Why? Allegedly, he wanted to find a way to attach the Bad Boy brand to it or ride Nip's rising fame to make Bad Boy seem relevant again. In another explosive interview, Jaguar Wright doubled down on her claims about Lauren London, saying again that Lauren wasn't in Nip's life just for love, but that she was strategically placed there as part of a deeper setup. According to Jaguar, the whole purpose was to connect Nippy to Diddy.
We gotta go back to the break. We're gonna go back to the break. We're gonna clap again.
I'm gonna clap all night.
Yeah, I would.
Find me out different places. Spoke by the door, it's there for traction. Double back, just
Lauren, I cracked you up.
Slowly bring him into that powerful circle and then trap him in a web he couldn't escape from. But that's not where the connections end. There's also Lauren's close friend, Capricorn Clark. Now here's where things get even messier. In a wild episode of his prison podcast, Suge Knight dropped a bomb of his own. He claimed that Diddy once put his hands on one of his female assistants. All because she didn't warn him about Cassie allegedly talking to Kid Cudi. That assistant Suge was talking about, yeah, it was Capricorn Clark. And while there's no official confirmation that Capricorn is related to Lauren, people online have definitely been talking. They've pointed out how close the two were, sparking rumors of either family ties or a super tight friendship behind the scenes.
Did you and Diddy have? Because you and Diddy formed a relationship, I assume through Lauren London and Cassie.
Yeah. Bug threw me the alley-oop, you know.
Oh, you hooked you up with Lauren?
No, I'm saying Lauren.
Then, right after it was revealed that Diddy quietly settled the lawsuit with Cassie in November 2023, Capricorn posted something that had people raising eyebrows. It wasn't a direct statement, but it spoke volumes, a cryptic Bible verse on Instagram that got the internet buzzing. Felt like a silent message, maybe even a warning. The timing way too close to the settlement for it to be random. And when it comes to Diddy's circle, nothing ever seems like just a coincidence. The message Capricorn Clark posted after Diddy's lawsuit settled, it hit hard. She wrote, "Don't take the path of the wicked. Don't follow those who do evil. Stay away from that path. Don't even go near it. Turn around and go another way." Then she added something even more chilling. "Doors be unlocked. You got to be willing to walk away from the money. Full stop." 2011 was hell. Tragic kingdom. People read all kinds of meaning into that post, especially given the timing just after Diddy quietly settled with Cassie. But since those explosive allegations against Diddy started pouring out, Capricorn's been radio silent about her time working with him, which is odd because she used to be right there in the mix. Back in 2017, she did an interview with Grail where she revealed she was the global brand director for Bad Boy Records and even worked as Diddy's personal assistant from 2001 to 2012. That's over a decade by his side. But she never said why she left. At the time, rumors swirled that Diddy fired her for stealing. But now, thanks to what So Knight said on his podcast, a new story is taking shape. Suge claimed Diddy put hands on Capricorn during a blow-up, allegedly because she didn't warn him about Cassie talking to Kid Cudi. If that's true, it flips the whole narrative. Maybe she didn't get fired. Maybe she walked after being physically assaulted. And let's not forget Capricorn was in a top position, which likely meant she had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. But here's the kicker. NDAs don't cover criminal acts. So, the fact that she still won't speak even now that Diddy's facing federal heat and can't legally retaliate has people questioning what she's protecting or who. Capricorn was also known to be super close with Cassie during her time with Diddy. So, now fans are wondering if Lauren was tight with Capricorn. Could she have been involved too? Some believe Lauren may have worked for Diddy in some quiet capacity and possibly witnessed or participated in some of those rumored freak-off parties. And here's another red flag. After Cassie left Diddy, Lauren didn't cut ties with him. No, he stayed close. But with Cassie, things went cold. Instead, Lauren actually praised Diddy, saying he helped her find the strength to speak at Nippy's funeral. That loyalty, it's got people real suspicious. Really?
Really?
Puff pulled me aside and was like, "Look, bud, you have showed everybody what it looks like to hold a man down and to love him. Now show them what it looks like when it all crumbles. That's your responsibility." I hope he doesn't.
It meant to us we lost, never fold. That was the emotion Lauren poured out during her tribute. But here's what really raised eyebrows. In a 2022 interview with Angie Martinez, Lauren admitted she wasn't even planning to speak at Nippy's memorial service. She said she didn't think she had the strength. But then Diddy pulled her aside, gave her a pep talk, and convinced her to go up there and speak. Now, at first that might seem like a kind gesture, but for some folks watching closely, it felt more like a strategic move, like Diddy stepping in to control the moment. And when Lauren walked out and spoke, some people started wondering if that was her showing silent loyalty, not just to Nippy, but to Diddy too. What makes it even more strange is the situation with Cassie. Lauren and Cassie were supposedly super close, best friends for years. They were seen together all the time. But when that disturbing hotel video dropped showing Diddy putting hands on Cassie in a hallway, Lauren stayed completely silent. Not one word of support for Cassie. Not a single message for other women who may have gone through the same. And that silence, it spoke volumes. It's not like Lauren didn't know both sides. She was right there in the mix, part of their world. So for her to go quiet while the rest of the world was speaking out, fans started side-eyeing her hard. Now that her name has been mentioned during Diddy's trial proceedings, people are connecting the dots again and wondering if her silence all along was actually loyalty to him. Now folks are digging up old rumors, claims that Lauren might actually know the truth about what really happened to Nipsey, but she's keeping it to herself. And while nothing's been proven, a lot of fans out there genuinely believe Diddy was somehow connected to Nippy's death, even if he didn't call the hit directly.
But there was a lot of big politics getting into it with certain people. You know, Hussle had DJ Khaled in the hood, and Hussle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't.
One fan tweeted, "Weird. She had a baby with Wayne, was messing with Diddy, best friends with Cassie, and then she went out of her way to meet Nippy at his shop, just saying Nip really loved her. The pain is for his kids." Another chimed in with Diddy had something to do with Nip's death. Watch that interview between them. Diddy was one of the first people I thought of when it happened. That's the vibe right now. People are connecting dots, looking back at footage, old interviews, old friendships, and side-eyeing every little moment. From the alleged honeypot rumors to Nippy's ties to Dr. CB, and now Lauren's name popping up in Diddy's legal mess. It's all got the internet in detective mode. But what do you think? Is the internet reaching with these wild theories about Diddy and Lauren? Or do you think there might actually be something real that we just haven't been told yet? Does Lauren know more than she's letting on? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't hold back. And if you've been locked in with all this drama, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching.